What up? Welcome back to Tiny Pirate Gaming. And in today's episode of the Shrunken Survival Guide, I'm going to be showing you how to build the Acorn Armor and what you can do with it. And then we're going to be doing some other stuff too, and it's going to be exciting. And I also remembered that in the last video, I made a brain fart and said $1.90 when I meant to say back in the 1990s, gas was like 90 cents to $1. But I called it $1.90 because I was thinking about nowadays time, where it's like $1.90 to like $2 and more cents. Anyway, let's get into this video.
Whoa, I'm not just small, I'm tiny. This is freaking awesome!
Tiny Pirate Gaming.
So here we go. We're starting the day off, and then this morning, we came over to the oak tree. And we found 2 ladybugs, but we're not going to mess with the ladybugs because we don't have any armor. But that's what we're going to build so that we can mess with the ladybugs. Because you got to defend yourself if you're going to try to take down a ladybug. It's really strong, and it will kill you unless you're really good at blocking. And if you're new to this game, you're probably not really good at blocking because it takes a while to get the timing down, the rhythm down, because each insect has their own timing sequences of how they're going to attack and when they're going to attack. And it takes you a little while to figure out when you can time that perfect block. But when you do figure out how to time that perfect block, man, does it feel good. It feels good when you get those perfect blocks and those insects just can't hurt you. You know, and you're just like, wow, I've taken back a level of control that I thought I would never have at this size. You know, I'm not as afraid of the insect as I once was. But wasn't before. And then was, and now I'm not a little bit. Anyway, I'm testing out building a sap collector there, but then I realized I don't have any ant mandibles, so forget that. You know, don't got freaking time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, we got to chop this up and grab these things, get these acorn pieces, and there's a weevil, but I can't grab it unless I get that spiky sprig out. Smack, smack, down it goes. Down it goes. And there's some weevil meat. I'm going to get rid of that one because it's the older one, and it might go bad before I get back to cook it. So let's smack this. Smack, smack, smack. Speed up the time here. If you're wondering why it sounds so strange in the sound effects of the game, it's because it's time sped. I sped the time up so that this video wouldn't be like an hour-long video. Because who wants to sit through an hour-long video of me collecting acorn pieces? You don't. You want to just enjoy this wonderful commentary about the speed at which I'm moving. And should my voice be talking as fast as the speed, we're going to chop down these clover trees. We're going to chop them down. We're run over to the Puncho. Don't forget, Puncho. You want Puncho brand juice in the morning? You got to mark it. You always want to build a marker there. Put a little water drop on it so that you know, hey, there's a Puncho brand juice box there. And Tiny Pirate says, in the morning time, if you want to start your miniature morning off with a kick, you got to get down to a Puncho brand juice box. The only juice box endorsed by the real-life miniature shrunken survivalist, Tiny Pirate. So here we go. We're running around, chopping up these, smacking on them with the hammer. Give me the acorn pieces. I need them. I need to build some acorn armor. So we're collecting them. Actually, collecting acorns under the oak tree, those ants were angry. You see that? When the ants' eyes are glowing red, that means they're mad. But anyway, we can run around all the oak tree. There's lots of acorns all over the place. You can collect tons of acorn pieces. Just look out for the spiders. Sometimes there's spiders around here. There's a wolf spider den underneath of the acorn tree that I mentioned in the very first episode of my Shrunken Survival Guide that if you have not seen, I suggest you go take a look at. And there are also orb weaver spiders on both sides of the tree. Now, fortunately, I know where to run and have not encountered them thus far in my game, unless I've been desiring to encounter them. But I have lots of skill as a shrunken survivalist that you may not have. So keep your head on a swivel, stay on top of the roots, and try to avoid them. If you see the grass moving, it's either a spider, a ladybug, or a stink bug, all of which will devour you if you mess with them. There's a ladybug. Not going to mess with it because I don't have armor, but that's what we're going to build. We're heading back to the base, back to the little star back there. It's a little star right now, but I'm going to change it at some point in the future. But it's a star right now. And the star represents where I go for my analyzing. I'm going to analyze that weevil nose. get the raw science. You get that raw science so that you can buy schematics from the BurgleBot. And I haven't gone back to him because, as you can see, last screen, I don't have a lot of raw science yet, and you need at least 1,000 to buy anything from him. So I got to start searching for some raw science. Got to get my raw science search on. Anyway, there you go. I was checking my inventory. I was like, what do I need to build this wonderful acorn armor? And it showed me, and so now I'm collecting plant fiber so I can make some crude rope, and I can use that crude rope to craft myself some acorn armor with all that acorn shell I went and got under the oak tree. That's where you get it. If you're looking for acorns, they're under the oak tree. Get some clover leaf. Get to do stuff with clover leaf. You can make roofs. You can make clover armor, which I don't recommend. Did you hear that clover leaf making that sound? It was falling. That was a scary sound. I thought it was a spider or something coming after me. I got those clover leaves so I could, build things with them. Boom, the acorn. Acorn. I built all the acorn parts. And you can build them too. If you've been watching the video and you saw all the parts you need and you saw how I did it, you can do it too. I have confidence in you, faith in you, that you will accomplish this task as a shrunken survivalist with the help of the tiny pirate. There you go. I equip it. I organize it. I always like to keep my inventory nice and neat. My tools on the top. My armor all together, nice and neat in a slot. Hopefully it won't be in a slot much longer because they say we won't have to carry our equipped items in our backpack, which makes sense. No, that makes sense. It's more immersive. It's more realistic. With the remaining acorn shells, I will complete my little fence to protect my little planks of grass that I keep on my little pallet of grass planks in the backyard of my miniature storage shed. Now we're running super fast, like the Flash. There's a gnat flying around. I'm like, I don't got time for that. Get over here. See what I got? Make some fiber bandages. I craft them up. Get those fiber bandages. Chop down some more grass. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way because we're going to build some more planks here because it's time to expand the miniature village. There's an ant. Just came over to see what I'm doing. I'm collecting plant fiber. Thank you very much. Killed a gnat. Got some gnat meat. Exciting stuff. Building bandages. Just got to build some bandages. Bandages are important if you're small. You can't go to the doctor. You can't go to the hospital. If you get injured, you need to take care of it yourself. And some plant fiber and some sap. Slap it on there, and it'll be brand new. Good as new. No time. Tiny Pirate guarantee. And if you get enough raw science and you find the Burgle quest chips, you can go visit Mr. Burgle and he'll show you how to build even better bandages. But only if you bring him raw science because he really likes that stuff. I don't know what he does with it. I don't know why. He won't just teach us how to survive better. It's like, hey, dude, if you tell me how to build the better bandages, maybe I can find more raw science easier. So why don't you just give me a loan on that? Go ahead and teach me how to build it. And then I'll make sure to bring you the raw science once I find it, because if I don't have the better bandages, I might not make it to where the raw science is. Because there's a lot of bugs out there. And they want to eat me. Definitely. They do. But there's a few bugs that don't have a chance. And that's what we're going to go do right now because I got this acorn armor. And I want to show you all that the acorn armor makes you strong. It makes you powerful. You can run across boot prints and not worry about it. You can jump over these and not worry about it. And you can fight mites and not worry about it because they're not going to be able to hurt you. They weren't much of a challenge anyway, but now they're no challenge at all. No challenge there at all. You just whack them. They may be the size of basketballs, but that doesn't matter. They're just basketballs. Little basketballs with claws and legs. Squeal at you and jump and laugh. Do that little evil laugh when they jump at you. Wah! See, it's more high pitched than that. Safety first. Let's go in this cave because what I really came over here for was quartzite. Because quartzite is very important. It keeps your weapons nice and sharp. And that's how the weapons are supposed to be. Nice and sharp. You need them sharp so that so that they'll be sharp enough to beat up on the bugs with. You gotta bash the bugs with your sharp weapons or your heavy hammers that can smash them when you're out exploring, in case you run into them and they're after you. So get quartzite. That's the what I'm trying to get across here is you want to get the quartzite. And don't mind that sound. When you hear those scary sounds, that it sounds like it's a scary monster, but it's just a grub digging underground. Why does it sound like that? I don't know. They want it to be scary. But there's some raw science underneath here in the Mite Cave. Raw science. And I'm looking because there used to be a scab right here, but I don't see it. And oh, there it is. They moved it a little bit. It's over here. It glows now. It's brighter. You can see it. I got the Mite Rider scab scheme. Now the scab scheme, in case you're wondering what the scab is, and you know you're like a PlayStation player and you're like, I really want to play this game but I can't. So you watch me play it. Well, the scab is my little heads-up display in the bottom left corner there. I can change its color and stuff with the scabs that I find. So what I'm finding is basically a color scheme for my pause menu. Not even for my pause menu, for my inventory menu. And here I am. I came out of there. I'm going back to my base with the quartzite that I mine so that I can put it into my storage crates. There's the work shed. But I'm going to build a light. Yep, I'm going to build a light so that I can see it. Not only a light on the inside, but a light on the outside. And the green glowy light there is from the scone light. I think that's what it's called. The mold light. No, it's a mold light. It's from the mold stalk light on the workbench. That creates a green effect. For those of you who are wondering what the difference between the sap light and the mold light is a green effect, and the sap light is a yellow light effect. So, there you go. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. So, the rest of the battle is building it. Good luck with that. There's a pebble. That was a pebble, and I turned it into a pebblet. Just a pebble. It looks like a giant stone to me, but it's just a pebble. And I broke it. Get all the pebblets, because I'm going to build more of these planks. And now my scab. In case you're wondering what scab stands for, it's an abbreviation. It's a breve. You got to abbreviate your breves. You know, always use your breves. Scab is a scanner bracelet. Scanner bracelet. That's what it stands for. But they call it a scab. You need the dry grass to build the planks, to build the pallets, to put your planks on. And you run back, you build it. You chop. Oh, broke my axe. Trying to punch that grass down. Can't punch it down. Doesn't work. And there's a gnat attacking me. Don't like that. Now I'm going to run over and get some puncho. That good, delicious Tropicop puncho. It's located conveniently right next to the old mysterious machine. I always want to call it the mystery machine, but it's the mysterious machine because the mystery machine is the van that Scooby-Doo and the gang drive around in. It's not a shrinking device from a video game. But anyway, it's nighttime, and if you've been watching my episodes, you know that I don't do much at nighttime because it's scary. So I'm going to be hitting the sack soon. But if you've enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it. You'd be doing me a huge favor if you could go ahead and leave me a like and let me know in the comments, you know, if my series is helping you decide what you're going to do in your Grounded Early Access experience. And if it's not, let me know what you do like to do, or you want to see me do something special, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. But thanks for watching, and if you want to see future Grounded-themed content, you can always subscribe to my channel, or you can follow me on Twitter at TinyPirateGamer, where I like to upload some fun photos about my life as the true, real-life, as far as I know, only miniature gamer, and also some fun artwork and animations and plans for the future of Tiny Pirate Gaming. So thanks again for watching, and until next time.
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.